I am so excited to get this opened up. This package just arrived at my house, and it is an incredible box set from the Criterion Collection. Could this be the release of the year? Let's open it up and find out. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. I am ecstatic to get what's in this box opened up. You already know what it is. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the title of the video. It's the Wes Anderson Archive collection. This actually got here yesterday, and I have been patiently waiting to open it up on camera for you guys. Quite the sacrifice, because I am so excited to get this opened up. Look at it. Look at it. It's right there. It's huge. It's bigger than I thought it was, but here it is. I've got it opened up, still sealed, still wrapped up. This is the massive 10-film collection, Wes Anderson's first 10 films from Criterion, Wes Anderson Archive, 10 films, 25 years, and this is like no other Criterion box set I've ever seen. This is incredible. This actually looks way nicer than I thought it was. Let's get that box out of here. Let's get this looking nice here. Boom, look at this. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this on camera. Maybe when I get the shrink wrap off, you'll be able to see the texture. This is not what I was expecting it to look like. From the screenshots, it kind of looks like cardboardy. It looked a little bit like cardboard to me. Criterion, not known for their incredible box sets usually. They have a couple standouts, but usually they're pretty flimsy with their box set. So I was expecting this to be more of a cardboard texture, but this is a hard, very sturdy, very heavy, like cloth-bound book texture. It's a fabric texture. It reminds me of the Curzon box sets. Actually, let me grab one of those real quick. All right, I grabbed a couple of my Curzon box sets. These are incredible. I have been talking these up for a couple years now. Here's the Ruben Östlund one. You can see it's kind of like a fabric texture. These are my favorite box sets I own. There's a few more back there. They're usually shaped like this, but I grabbed this one because it looks just like the Wes Anderson Archive. This is the Wim Wenders set. Huge, long landscape style box set, just like the Wes Anderson Archive. This is what this reminds me of. This is high quality stuff from Curzon. I was not expecting this Criterion box set to look very similar to that, but let's not waste any more time. Let's just open it up and see how it feels by itself. I'm gonna be very careful with this. I'm not just gonna sling my blade through this, because this is nice. This is very high quality. At least it looks like it from the outside. We'll see once I get it open how it feels on the inside. But man, this is really exciting. I've been giddy since this arrived yesterday. Wes Anderson, one of my very favorite directors, got me into the Criterion Collection. It was basically Wes Anderson and Guillermo del Toro. Those were like my intro to Criterion directors, very mainstream directors. Comparatively to the rest of Criterion. So that's how I got started. Now, of course, I'm way neck deep into Criterion. I've seen a bunch of other stuff, but here we go. We've got this card on the back here. Little info card. Just tells you all the films that are inside, and it's got a little note here, apparently from Wes himself. He signed it. I assume he wrote this. It says, "Congratulations, dear buyer. You have purchased a complete set of the first 10 films directed by me, Wes Anderson, in new/pristine 4K restorations." That's what one of the things I'm most excited about. The packaging looks incredible too, but they're gonna be in 4K all across the board, all contained neatly in this archival presentation box. The total negative cost of these films easily exceeds $250 million. On that basis alone, the box set is a whopping bargain. However, your purchase also includes a trove of special features, commentary tracks, interviews, documentaries, deleted scenes, all that stuff, and numerous little illustrated books. I'm very excited. I love me a good book. Hopefully all the essays are included in there. It says right here, essays as well by all of these authors. Plus the box itself, a handsome, durable, special edition keepsake. Upholstered in a sort of burlap canvas, I think we can say you will never regret this non-insignificant expense. So they're even coming right out the gate and telling you, hey, we know this is expensive, but it's going to be worth it. So we'll see if it's worth it here. We will talk about the price because of course it is expensive. You will keep this with you forever and watch these movies of varying levels of quality again and again, little self-deprecation there, and again and again and again and again and again. Thank you for your patronage. So Wes himself, very involved in this. That's always been the case. He's been involved with his Criterion releases since the beginning. They're always approved by him. I was going to open this up. I actually don't even know how it opens. I'm assuming it slides out. Not that way. Not that way. It's like a puzzle box. How do you get this open? It folds. That's what it does. It folds. There it is. Oh, it's magnetic. Okay, there you go. It says Wes Anderson Archive right there. Let me not get ahead of myself. Let me show you all the sides. It just says Wes Anderson Archive on all the sides. Every single side. And the back is just plain. There's the back. All right, now let's get it open. Let's open the magnet. Here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh my, what is this? Okay, I've seen the pictures of this, I promise. I didn't just blind buy it, but it's still breathtaking when you get it open. So we'll start here at the top. There's like a little note, this looks like, what is this? Good grief. So we've got a little contents box with all our little content sticker over here with all 10 films signed by Wes. And then we've got a little envelope. A little envelope here. I'm gonna pull out what's inside. We'll see what this is. The Wes Anderson Archive, an introduction. Oh, okay, wow. So he wrote like a whole little dossier on this thing. Look at this. This is a whole 4 pages, front and back, of Wes Anderson's thoughts on the set. It looks like he goes into each film a little bit. Actually, this is not from Wes Anderson. That's signed by Wes Anderson, but this is by Bilge Ebiri. Oh, I'm so sorry. I destroyed your name. A writer and editor of New York Magazine, written for The Village Voice, The New York Times, Rolling Stone, Book Forum, and many other publications. Okay, so we got a little introduction essay here. So that's pretty cool. I'll slide that back in there, and I'll read that later. But let's get into the main event here. This is what we want to see. This is what we want. These are the movies. These are the films in these nice hardcover books right there. High quality stuff. They look like they're leather bound, or at least, look to be mimicking leather bound spines. It feels like a leather texture. On the front, you've got this kind of gold plated little logo right there. I love that they got their own logo for the Wes Anderson collection or the Wes Anderson Archive. Let's start with the beginning here. Let's start with Bottle Rocket. I picked up Fantastic Mr. Fox on that side, but we'll go with Bottle Rocket here. You've got a spine, says the title, and the year, 1996, his first film, directorial debut, and then here it is. These are the discs. You've got a 4K and a Blu-ray matching the style of the set. There they are right there. And then over here, we've got the booklet. Now it's not an actual bound book. It looks like a booklet that would be in a Criterion disc, and then it's just been glued to the back. So it makes sense because these are only like, I don't know, 10, 15 page booklets. They're not like, it would be weird to do a big thick book like this and bind it. So it is glued together and then glued to the back. Just a very short booklet. Now I should have pulled down, I'm actually gonna grab my other ones. I don't think it is though. I was gonna compare to the Criterion ones and see if it's the same thing printed, but I don't think it is. It looks a little bit different, but we'll do a little comparison later. You've got a title page right there on the front. And then you've just got your standard boutique booklet. It's got credits, it's got cast, and then we get into the essays. Here's one by Martin Scorsese, Simple Joys by Martin Scorsese. That's amazing. Tribute from filmmaker Martin Scorsese originally appeared in the March 2000 issue of Esquire. So that's a previous article. Then we've got another one there, Genuine Voices by James Brooks. We won't go through all of these, but since this is the first one, we've also got some little sketches and notes there and some photos of the film. You've even got some storyboards up there. This is the kind of stuff I love, getting the behind the scenes, getting to read up on the film a little bit after you watch it. There's a little illustration in the back. So there you go. These are not too heavy. They don't feel as heavy as a normal book. They feel texture-wise like a normal book, but they are just a couple discs and a few pages. We'll put this one over to the side and we'll move on to his second film, Rushmore. A friend of mine's favorite Wes Anderson, still to this day, is Rushmore. And you get the exact same thing. You get the title page. So this is a very specific looking set. It's all designed to be very uniform. It's all themed to look very much like something you would see in a Wes Anderson movie, which is very different than what they've done in the past with his work. So I know some people might not like the look of this. Some people might prefer the like artwork that's included on the previous releases as I bang my elbow on the desk. Especially the digipacks look great. Like those are all original artwork. They all have a very similar colorful look. So I know a lot of people really like those, but this is going for an entirely different style. Like I said, looks like something that would be in like Moonrise Kingdom or something. The Royal Tenenbaums, his third film. This is, wow. I kind of just want to turn it towards me and just look at all this stuff, but I need to show you guys too. I'll do that after. But yeah, there's illustrations in here and photos. I can't show you every page of this, but you've got storyboards. It's all the same kind of stuff. So I'll just quickly pull these out so you can see them. We've got Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou and the Darjeeling Limited right there with 2004 and 2007. So that's the first stack, which you're gonna see on the left side of the box. Look like yearbooks, don't they? Is that what they're going for with this? They remind me of my old yearbooks. Not my yearbooks. My yearbooks were flimsy, like cheap looking things, but like a college yearbook. This is Fantastic Mr. Fox, 2009. And there we go. All the same kind of stuff. And I'll pull out all of these together so you can see what the box looks like without them. Here's Moonrise Kingdom and the Grand Budapest Hotel, Isle of Dogs, and French Dispatch. And those are the two that are, this is the big exciting news right here, because these are new to the collection. These have not been in the Criterion collection before. Very, very excited. I've been waiting for Isle of Dogs forever. I've got a loose disc. Looks like it's okay though. It's not cracked or anything. But Isle of Dogs, I've been waiting to come to the collection for years. It seems like they've been working on it forever, but I don't know what the holdup was. Maybe they were just waiting to do this set, but there's some photography from the animation. There's the actual dolls they were using, which is pretty cool. So that's the first time. And then this one, I'm so excited about. This is the French Dispatch of the Liberty, Kansas Evening Sun. Potentially my favorite Criterion, not Criterion, my favorite Wes Anderson movie. Up there in my favorite Criterions now that it's added to the collection, but I love this movie. I always say Moonrise Kingdom is my favorite, but this one is right there competing with it at the top. There's all the different artwork they did that they show at the end of the credits, which is really cool. This is great. I'm so excited to have this, not only in the Criterion collection, but in 4K for the first time. I've never seen it in 4K, and I can't wait to watch it. I've actually never even seen that in the theater. I caught it on Amazon Prime for the first time. So that'll be great. That'll be like as close as seeing it to the theater as I can get. There's the box on the inside. There's nothing to write home about down there. It's just safely housing the books, and they are in there nice and snug and secure. I'll pull this down so you can see just one of them in there. See, it's not going anywhere. It's not moving. They are in there nice and snug. Like I said, the books themselves, not too heavy by themselves, but once you get all of them stacked up together, it's a pretty hefty set. It does have a lot of weight to it. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting. These are a good sized book. I love reading Criterion's booklets. I usually get myself a little coffee and go out on my coffee break onto my back porch and pop out one of the Criterion or whatever I'm watching at the time, Deaf Crocodile, whatever boutique label, and just pop those open. But this, sitting on the porch reading this is gonna be so nice, like a little book in your hand. Very sturdy, love the detail there. And it's also got, I didn't show you this, but there's this, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show you this, but there's this texture or this pattern right there that runs through the entire thing. It's also in the middle of the box right there. Just this really nice fabric. This just feels quality. Now, whether or not you want to pick this up or not, it probably depends on how many of the films you already have. If you have all of them except for the new ones, it might make more sense to just pick up those two. But if you don't own a lot of these and you want to pick this up, I highly recommend waiting until November when Barnes & Noble does their Criterion 50% off sale all month long in November. We always shoot plenty of videos here on the channel going to Barnes & Nobles and picking up stuff from Criterion. This is listed right now on the website for $500. That is 10 movies times 50 bucks a piece, which is how much a Criterion costs, $500. But if you want to wait, and I recommend you do till the 50% off sale at Barnes & Noble, you get it for $250. That's $25 of 4K. It's the same price that you would purchase a normal 4K in the sale. So you don't get any kind of discount for getting the box set, but it is a very different experience. It's a completely different kind of release. If you're a huge, like just Wes Anderson fan in general and you want to own this, wait for the sale. If not, those two films will also be available on 4K in November, and you can just pick those two up as well. But this is the box set. I am very happy with it, very happy with the quality. Like I said, seems very similar to this. Look at that. I'm running out of space on the shelf because these are huge, but They look so nice. These would be like, this is like living room display quality. This doesn't have to go in a movie room or in a closet. This actually looks like you could display it on a shelf. I have to get into the set. I'm hoping to watch French Dispatch and Isle of Dogs soon so I can see what the 4K looks like and maybe update you guys later on about my thoughts on that. And also have to read through those essays that are included for the first time and then do a little comparison to see how well they match up with the previous releases. I think they do have to be a little bit longer though, because the previous releases were just kind of fold-outs, and these are full-on booklets. So I know there is new stuff in there, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it once I have time to live with the set a little bit and digest it a little bit. And I'll come back with more thoughts in the future. I'll go ahead and say right now, this, spoiler alert, is going to end up on my top 10 of the year. I'm gonna try to do a top 10 of the year again this year. I've kept up a lot more with new releases this year, so it'll be much more informed. Still haven't seen everything, can't collect everything, but from what I've seen, this is definitely gonna end up on the list, maybe towards the top. I'm very happy with it. I'm a big Wes Anderson fan. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you gonna be picking this up? Do you think it's worth it? Do you not think it's worth it and you still want to pick it up because you're just that big of a fan? Let me know in the comments below. I want to know your thoughts about this. Ask any questions you have. I will respond down there to the best of my ability. Hopefully I can answer all your questions down there. Thank you so much for watching. And all you do for the channel, commenting, liking, subscribing, all of that stuff, really, really supports the channel. Thank you so much to Barnes & Noble for sending this my way. Really appreciate it. Support them, guys. They are doing great stuff for physical media this year. They've really been making a push to kind of bring it back a little bit because it's been dying. At least it's not dying. I'm not trying to spread crazy rumors. It's dying in stores is what I meant to say. And Barnes & Noble is making an effort to bring it back to stores. So I want to support them as much as I can. Everybody go to the Criterion Sale in November and support them so we can keep Criterion's in Barnes & Nobles. We don't want that to stop. I love that. It's the best thing we do here on the channel. It's my favorite videos to shoot. And I always have a great time talking to you guys about Criterion. So thank you so much one more time, and I'll talk to you in the comments down below. Be back with more videos very soon, but until then, keep collecting.